Hello, today I'm back in my garden and I want to share a couple of, do a couple of spring things and then share a couple of things today. Today I want to remove I have some leaves that I put down in the fall. In the fall I take the leaves that fall from the trees that are in my backyard and I use those as mulch to cover up, to keep the weeds down throughout the winter. So today I have one little area that I want to share where I had some dahlia tubers, or they were planted from seed last year, that I want to remove the leaves in that area so I can start getting it ready for spring. The other thing I want to do is last year in March and April I had to replant them, but I planted elephant ears and I had really pretty elephant ears on that same side of my garden last summer through the fall, and I really didn't know how to overwinter those. They will overwinter in my area, meaning survive like the cold, but I really didn't know how to properly cut those back, and I don't know. They seem to have rotted, so I already bought some new ones, so I've already dug one of those up. I'm gonna dig the other one up and show you that area and what those look like. Before I do that, I want to show you a couple weeks ago I went to Costco and got some plants, some bulbs. I got new elephant ears and I got dahlia tubers. So it's my first time buying dahlia tubers. Last year I got floret dahlias from seed and I planted those in my garden and they did really well. But then I have the tubers, which I'll plant directly in the ground, and I have this area back here, which the last couple years I have not had good success with getting anything to grow. So I'm going to dig out some, it's heavy clay soil. I'm going to dig out some a good little area, dig the clay out, fill it up with potting soil. That's what I did with the tubers over here from seed. Once I had gotten a good transplant, planted them over there and they did really good. So I'm going to dig out I have 8 tubers. I'm gonna plant them back here, dig out 8 spots. I may even have more than that once I divide them. Plant them back here, and then hopefully I'll have a perennial area, perennials, dahlias, and then I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna put behind that, but I need to figure that out soon. Anyway, before I get off track too bad, remove the leaves, dig up the dahlia tuber, dig up the elephant ear, and then I'm going to show you real quick what these plants look like, these tubers and bulbs that I got from Costco in February. This is the bag of tubers, dahlia tubers. 4 Thomas Edison, that's the purple one. And then 4 Kelvin Floodlight, that's this light yellow color. And the purple ones get up to 39 inches tall, and the light yellow one gets up to 35 inches tall. So let me show you what those look like. It says this is 8. There are 8 tubers in the bag, but there are a lot more than 8. I think it's probably just maybe 4 of each clump. And you can, some of these I'll be able to use, and some of them probably won't. I have never planted them from tubers, so I don't know. I may just plant some of these as a whole entire clump of tubers, and some of them I may try to separate. The sun keeps moving and so do I. I don't want it in my face. Okay, so the next thing are the elephant ears. So elephant ears, let me see if I can. These are the elephant ears. It's Longfield Gardens elephant ears. It says deer won't eat. It does not say that on the other one. Okay, so 9 elephant ears. These are on the back there's a map for the zone you live in. It tells you when you can plant them. You can see that. It says that bulbs should be planted after the risk of frost has passed. I live in garden zone 8B, so that period has probably passed for us. We did have a really cold weekend in February. We typically do not in March, and today's March 1st. So our first frost date is somewhere, I haven't looked it up to be honest this year. It's somewhere in March, but I feel in a couple weeks I'm probably going to wait till the end of March to plant these, I think, because we get a lot of rain, and I think that's why these rotted last year. But it could be safe to plant them after the risk of frost has passed. So I want to show you what these look like. These look smaller to me than the ones I got last year. The ones I got last year, I think there were 3 in a bag. There are 9 in this bag, which I'm okay with that. Last year I planted one elephant ear in each area. I may space these out just a tiny bit and plant 2. I technically think you're supposed to give them more space than that, but I'm just gonna see. Once I look in that area, it's like a little 18 by 12 inch area. If I feel like there's enough space, I may just try it out. I don't know. But anyway, here's what they look like. I'm pretty sure last year I did a video where I had to actually look this up myself because I didn't know. I don't remember what's the bottom, what's the top, but you can look at it and see, like, the swirl area is different. I think this is the top, to be honest. But I'll look it up again before I replant these and share that. Some of these will start to get little sprouts. But, yeah. So, anyway, yeah, so that's something I'm going to learn this year. Like, when you plant these from tubers, how long does it actually take them to, like, surface? Let's see, I'm going to see if it tells you, like, it doesn't really tell you how to plant them. It just tells you how to space them, like 20 inches apart. Oh, it does. It says 5 inches deep. Okay, what does this say? This says 30 inches apart, 1 foot deep. I don't think I planted mine that deep last year. But anyway, these are 20 inches apart, 5 inches deep. And you can scan, there's a website you can go to, lfgardens.com, and it will tell you, like, more tips about how to grow these. But I'm sure just any other Google search would tell you how to plant them. So okay, so without wasting any more time, because I've got other things to do today, I'm going to go show you this elephant ear where it was last year and dig that up. The area where I had the elephant ears last year at the ends, I have already dug up one of these. It was looking, I could tell that it was like when it starts to rot, it turns white, and there were like little bugs flying around it. So here's the little area that I planted it in last year, and I'm going to maybe do 2. I don't know, that may be pushing it, but I feel like I could put 2 in there and still have space. So here is the other one. Let me show you. Let me get my glove on. Hang on. You can tell there's like, hang on. There's like bugs flying out of it. I don't want to gross you out, but it's like the bulb itself is like squishy. So yeah, to me that just means maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it will dry out. But I am just going to, like, remove these leaves, get my shovel, and take this out. There's the elephant ear right there. And there's some new little, there's the elephant ear right there, the bulb from last year, and some new little, these are like all the shoots. So I'm gonna try to dig some of those up, but not right now, it's too hot. This too, my crimson clover. I moved my little trellis over here that I got from Costco. Love this trellis. It's got little birds on it. They have one of these at Costco right now, but it's just leaves. I think it's like $20. Anyway, my crimson clover are starting to get little blooms. I wasn't sure if this was a weed, but no, those are actual blooms. So probably, I would say, if I had to guess, in a few weeks, we'll have red crimson clover right here. So if you've never planted those, you can plant those in certain zones in the fall. They overwinter, and these overwintered. I covered them once or twice when it got down to like 10 degrees, and then you'll have pretty crimson clover as a ground cover in the spring. I think that's all I have today. So we removed the elephant ear. I moved almost all of the leaves off of that little area. I will come back later when it's not as warm. It's not that hot, but you know, it's like it goes, where I live, it goes from like being mild, cold to sometimes fairly cold for us, and then all of a sudden it's warm. So today, like, the high is 80, which I'm not complaining. So anyway, I will come back later when it's like maybe shady in that area. It's and listen to an audiobook and get a little bucket and remove the rest of those leaves. I was trying to be careful because some of the dahlia stems or stalks from last year are sticking up, and I didn't want to break those off because I need to come by and kind of put like a tag or like some kind of a little stake there so I'll know what I have planted. I don't know the varieties because it was like a mixed variety of seeds, but at least that way I won't, like, you know, accidentally hit it with something else. I've got like just a little area of those tubers. But anyway, I come back out here later and listen to a book. I keep scooting myself out of the sun. So anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. So far this year, I've shared several videos about plant, like, seeds and plants and flowers that I planted last year that I will definitely plant again this year. Also, like, one video about the seeds that I purchased, the first seeds I purchased this year so far already, as well as like the things that I got from Costco. So I will continue to do that. I won't buy something every week, but this is the time of the year where I'm buying like seeds for the spring and the summer and the fall to plant. So anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.